count 'em all. There'd be a tombstone every mile. Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mike. This is where I teach you the easiest way I know how to learn your favorite old country songs. Today I'd like to show you a song that I really enjoy playing. It's performed by Dick Curless and written by a man named Dan Fulkerson. It was released 1965. I had to check my notes there. That's a while ago. That was before my time, just so you know. Tombstone Every Mile. I play it in the key of D, but you're welcome to play in whatever key is comfortable for you, whatever chord structure. I usually pick, I try to go by what the recording is, but these days I choose a key that's most comfortable with my voice. So that in this case it's a D. So there's a D and a G and an A and then back to D. So let's begin at the top of the song. Very beginning starts in a verse. We'll play it nice and slow. D. All you big and burly men who roll the trucks along, better listen and be thankful. A. You hear my song. Back to D. Really got it made. G. If you're hauling goods. Back to D. Anywhere on earth. A. Haynesville. Back to D. Stop. And then you're into the chorus. Okay, let's try it again from the beginning, starting in the verse in a D chord. All you big and burly men who roll the trucks along, better listen and be thankful. Down to A. Hear my song. Then back to D. Really got it made. Then to G. You're hauling goods. D. Anywhere on earth. But A. Haynesville. D. And that's the end of the first verse. Right into the chorus. And let's do that. The chorus for Tombstone Every Mile begins in a D. It's a D. Stretch of road. Then to G. North in Maine. Back to D. It's never ever C. Down to A. If they D. Buried all the truckers. Then to G. Lost in them woods. There'd be D. Tune. Then to A. Back to D. Then G. Count 'em off. There'd be a D. Then to A. 3D. All right, you just got through it. So we did the first verse and the chorus, so you get an idea of what they're both like. Okay, let's start the second verse. Same as the first, the formation, but with different words. In a D chord. If you're D with potatoes and you're headed down, gotta pass through Haynesville woods. A. Boston town. Then D. Winter up in Maine. Then to G. Check it over twice. D. Haynesville Road is just A. ribbon back to D. then into the chorus again. Let's do that. The second chorus in a D. It's a D, stretch of road, then to G up north in Maine. Back to D. It's never ever seen down to A. If they D, buried all the truckers. G, lost in them woods. There'd be a D, Tombstone A, then D, up to G, count 'em all. There'd be a D, then to A, back to D. You're doing great, by the way. It's time to go into the third verse, which also begins in a D. Imagine that. If you're D to a trucker who's been hauling goods down that stretch of road in Maine down to A, the Haynesville woods, back to D. It's winter up in Maine, then to G. Check it over twice. D. The Haynesville Road is just down to A. A ribbon up back to D. Into the chorus, let's do it. It's a D, stretch of road, G, north in Maine. D, it's never ever seen down to A. If they D, all the truckers. G, lost in them woods. There'd be a D, then to A, back to D. Count 'em G. There'd be a D, down to A, then to D. I had a lot of fun showing you how to play Tombstone Every Mile today. It's time to play the full-length version at regular speed. I hope you can follow along. Thanks again for tuning in. All you big and burly men who roll the trucks alone, better listen and be thankful when you hear my song. Well, you've really got it made if you're hauling goods anywhere on earth but those Haynesville woods. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never ever ever seen a smile. If they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em all. There'd be a tombstone every mile. If you're loaded with potatoes and you're headed down, gotta pass through Haynesville woods to get to Boston town. If it's winter up in Maine, better check it over twice. That Haynesville road is just a ribbon of ice. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never ever ever seen a smile. If they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em all. There'd be a tombstone every mile. Well, if you're talking to a trucker who's been hauling goods down that stretch of road in Maine they call the Haynesville Woods. But he'll tell you that dying and going down below ain't half as bad as driving that road of ice and snow. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never, ever, ever seen a smile. If they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em off, there'd be a tombstone every mile. I hope you had a great time learning Tombstone Every Mile, and I hope to see you back on the channel soon. Click on the notification button, then that way YouTube will let you know every time I add a new video to the channel. I hope you have a great day. See you soon.